I talk about the curve editor or animation editor inside Houdini. This is more important aspect because with the animation editor you can working also on the behaviors of your animation. Little types before started. If you want, for example, unlock your parameters you have here, we can just right mouse button. You can select unlock parameters. Maybe you can working also with the scale. By the way, we can come back here and we can see our animation editor. For animation editor, we can go to the Windows, for example, and we can have the animation editor. Animation editor you can also call with the Alt, Shift, and F. Okay, so we can Alt, Shift, and hold on F. You can open the animation editor, and we can see here we have our curve for this. But I want to delete all channel, and we can record another animation. Another animation, we can press hold Alt and click the left mouse button on the this translate. You can record all value. Okay, I want to show you also that I moved, for example, you can keep here, 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 okay, and I can move it also in that direction here. So our animation you can see is not from this point to another point from in this line, but is made one part, and then is moved from this to this. Okay. If I open now the animation editor and also we have the system from the shortcut, the hotkey, or we can also have here the panel of animation editor, we can see here we have the curve for every parameters you can have here. Obviously, now we have only 3 parameters, but if you work in animation with a lot of parameters, you can see a lot of lines. You can also say, okay, I want to see only the translate, I want for X, for Y, or for Z. And here we can see the Z is nothing, is with the dot, the dash line is nothing. So we can also, in this case, we can channel and we can say delete channel. And we can say delete channel here. Also, but I should keep, for example, for the Z, because I moved also the Z. Obviously, here I have the parameters, and I can see now here I want to working from the curve editor here, but I want to see also inside my viewport what's happened, what is the difference from the work I did here from here. Also, I can call the parameters is floating, and floating for Windows. From this is float viewport, you can see the behaviors you can have here to here, or we can also recall with that from here. From this icon you can have here. Here we can see we have 2 keyframes and 1 on 3 channel. Okay, if I click here, we can see the channel list with also the channel you can have here. Another way for open immediately from the specific channel you want to work in the animation editor, you can click on the value with the right mouse button. You can say isolate in this channel list. You can see is open the animation editor and you can work. Animation editor, you can resize the viewport, for example. And we can also move it with the pan with the middle mouse button. You can zoom with the scroll of the middle mouse button, essentially the wheel you can have on your mouse, because today every mouse have the wheel. In the past, some mouse not have the wheel, so that is very for the dinosaur like me, remember that. But I want to concentrate now only on these two keyframes, okay? I can also go here and can delete that, for example. You can see if I delete that, delete also in timeline here. We can also see some tricks on that. I can zoom it. I can say, okay, I want is resides in horizontal adapt. You can see the adapt in horizontal or in vertical. This is some tools you can have here and here, and other tools for for example, for select. When I select the key here, I see the key is a very difference, okay? Have the difference line, have one handle here, and oops, if I select the key and press for move it with the panel, we can should be press hold on the alt and the middle mouse of button or the wheel, and you can move it also that. You can see we have the handle from here to here. You can have the different kind of keyframes and the behaviors. Here, if I move it, for example, that you can see is change the curve, and when it's change the curve, you change also the behaviors of this interpolation between from this to this. By default, you can we can go here, we can zoom a little bit on my range. I can have here the play. Okay, you can see started slow, is moved more faster, and then is the acceleration is decelerate from this another keyframes. Okay, we can come back on our is essentially accelerate and then decelerate. This is the motion. You can find a lot of information on the motion online, but by the way, we can see now what's happened. And here we have the different kind of motion. For example, if I select all these two, or I can try to make the constant, essentially if I change that and move it that, you can see with this handle you can move it, okay, in Bezier mode, this because I say Bezier, because this is changed also from one side and another side, okay? You can see now, if I put that here, my motion is more constant, okay? It's not perfect constant, but for me the perfect constant, you should be click on this icon here, you can have the perfect constant. Or you can say also that is very interesting. You have this kind of L is constant, but how is constant? You can see, boom, is moved from that to that. Is change immediately. I never use that more times. By the way, we can have also here another kind, for example, with you can broken also, we can say I want to decelerate here, accelerate, and then decelerate when it's come here, and you can see it's decelerate. More important, you never see one shape like this. Why? Because the animation is come back. Show you. Oh, made hop and come back. And here is not working. It's made the little jump and is come back. We can usually we can try to have the linear. We don't have this kind of very strange shape like this. For example, this is come back and then is round. But when you're working with the keyframe, you can have here the different kind of keyframes. You can have here, you can also try to create the difference. For example, we can broken here, we can have the different kind of keyframes. and we can have the different behaviors for your animation. Also more important, when you move it, for example, in the animation editor here, you can move it also the keyframes on timelines. You can see if I put, for example, here, I move it here. You can also set in manual the number of frames, for example, 100, 1025, and you can also say the value. In this case, the value is not 4, but I can say is 4 or is 3, and you can move it that editor. Another kind of representation of the animation inside the curve editor, it should be with the dop sheet. Dop sheet essentially is show how is what kind of animation and all where is the our frame, and you can move the frame. For example, you can use and click press the right mouse button, you can move it also here. This should be more comfortable when you're working with a lot of keyframes, and you can move it like this. But you can also have, or another in here is show you the table of your frames where it's animated and when it's finished. And here another kind of, for example, you want to shift your animation, you can also select all frames, and you can say I want to shift off 10 frames after. You can say plus 10 is moved all system of 10. You can see the transition of 4Z is switched from 10. And this is very important when I say it's important animate only one channel per channel. Okay, what I mean is before we can setting the channel is not important, but is dash. In this case also we have the Z. The Z, okay, I can move it, I can show all. Okay, I can come back a little bit. Okay, I want also select that, and I move it all from plus 10. I can say also on only two keyframes plus 5, for example. You can see move it this and this only 5. Okay, and we can see our animation is moved. There is another way for move the keyframes without the animation editor.